What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So today's actually really crazy. This news story that I'm talking about is absolutely absurd. So normally when people cancel Techno, Dream, Schlatt, any of those people, they'll make a thread and it'll get at most like 50 likes and it'll be absolutely ratioed. So here's the thing, there's a thread out there that has 40,000 likes. You heard me right, 40,000 likes. That is canceling Dream, Technoblade, Tommy in it, Tubbo, Bad Boy Halo, literally everyone gets called out in some ways. Obviously, Technoblade, Dream, and Schlatt took the brunt of it, but it did actually go after every member who associates them with as well. It was absolutely wild. So for the rest of this video, we're going to be breaking down the thread and then giving a bit of an analysis and just kind of talking about how absolutely absurd this is. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Stick around. I'm just going to give a little disclaimer now. I am biased in favor of all these guys, and I will be defending them throughout the entire video. This is not itself a cancellation video. This is an anti-cancellation in the sense. I'll be defending them from this thread, and I just want to give you a heads up that I am completely biased in their favor, just so you're aware. Quickly, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so. I'm really trying to hit 200,000 by the summertime because that'd be pretty cool. And also for a limited time, if you leave a like in this video, you will get literally nothing in return. It's a limited time, so leave a like before that offer expires. Anyways, let's get right into this thread. Also, be aware this isn't actually me doing the gameplay. It's my guy Cheetah. He's a pretty cool YouTube channel. I'll go buy his lunar cape. I'll probably link that down below or something like that. Anyways, let's get into the thread. So I was on Twitter a couple days ago. Yeah, I know, it's the beginning, the end, that line right there. I was on Twitter a couple days ago. You know it's just not gonna go well after I said that. But anyways, I see this on my timeline and it has 40,000 likes. So essentially it is a mega thread of why you quote unquote shouldn't support Dream or shouldn't support Schlatt or Technoblade. But it also went out of its way to call out everyone who associates with them. That means it called out Tubbo and Tommy in it and Bad Boy Halo. You know, Bad Boy Halo, definitely the most cancelable man on planet Earth. This is what I saw on my timeline a couple days ago. Stop supporting these Minecraft YouTubers with 41,000 likes. And I don't know if I think I said this in the beginning, but I think it's just important to reiterate, whenever there are threads calling out these people, they don't have a lot of support. This is completely different. This is why I thought it's totally justified to make a video on, because this is completely different than anything I've seen before. Normally when we see these, you know, they have like 5 likes and like 15 quote tweets and like 20 replies. This didn't get ratioed. There was some backlash, but this was really well accepted, which is kind of scary because I don't think the arguments are that good at all. And we'll be getting into that, but it's just, I wanted to show you what I was greeted to while sitting on Twitter like 20 minutes ago. Right under this tweet is part of the thread, and this is where they call out Technoblade saying, and my point earlier saying if they associate with them, they're most likely bad stands. And right under that is actually Technoblade's like joke that he made 4 years ago that people called him out for. I made like 4 videos on that basically saying, guys, it was a joke. Leave them alone, this isn't worth it. And the thing is that just annoys me is kind of like the wording, if they associate with them, they're bad. Here is proof. First of all, how does this tweet in any way prove your point? It's just annoying to me that all of a sudden it is just kind of brushed off in a single tweet saying, yes, Technoblade is also bad, here's proof. And just shows one screenshot of a joke that was made 4 years ago. If you want to hear my entire opinions on it, I've made a couple videos on it. Feel free to go watch them after this one. I'm not going to recap it because I don't want to be too repetitive, but it's so frustrating to see in a tweet that actually got a lot of traction. Because when people originally called Technoblade out for his joke, it got ratioed. Everyone disagreed with people calling him out for it. They thought it was stupid. But this tweet has 40,000 likes. So I feel like it's important that I just reiterate the point because obviously 40,000 people didn't see an issue with this. I think it's important to show that it's really frustrating for me to see that someone write off Technoblade's entire character with this one tweet, and it's so casually done too. This, first of all, what Twitter cancellation threads like this are basically character assassinations. They're basically public executions in the form of Twitter. And the thing is, if someone is just lumped in to these phrases and these words and just like, oh, and here's some proof that he is terrible, shows a joke, that just comes off as so disingenuous to me. And it just seems like a character assassination to me. But, you know, the thing gets worse. This isn't the end of the thread. it gets worse, believe it or not. So here's the part where the account calls out Bad Boy Halo and everyone else. Can't find any more threads, but the entire Dream SMP group is problematic for associating and enabling these people. So this tweet right here basically just called out Tommy, Tubbo, Bad Boy Halo, Skeppy. Who else? Rambo. Oh yeah, no, he is very problematic. Wilbur said, oh yeah, very problematic. What? Okay, this is just how I just don't personally see how this got 40,000 likes. And by the way, I normally blur the names of these accounts, but this tweet is so viral that it'd be so easy to see. I don't think that matters. I don't think that matters at this point. But I just don't understand. I don't even know, man. The thing I found funny is that the thread goes on to link other accounts like, oh, you should stan or watch these unproblematic streamers or YouTubers, and it just kind of seems like with these threads, it's like, okay, you know, you want to watch someone who isn't problematic, boys. You want to watch someone who isn't problematic. Go watch Ryan's Toys review. Go watch Cocomelon, man. If you want to watch something that you're never gonna have a chance of ever not liking one of their jokes or finding a joke that they made 4 years ago and deciding that they're a terrible person over it, go watch Cocomelon, man. I think that sounds like that kind of just seems like, you know, the type of content that you're looking for. Because I guarantee you there won't be a thread on Cocomelon anytime soon. I've got a theory, by the way. This is a joke. Don't sue me. But anyways, I got a theory that the CEO of Cocomelon and the CEO of Ryan's Toys Reviews got in a boardroom together and decided to come up with an idea. How will they get all the audiences ever? Well, just cancel everyone else. Because Ryan's Toys Review and Cocomelon aren't problematic. Honestly, it's genius marketing, and you know, their CFO and marketing team should get a raise, in my opinion. But just seriously, the stretch here is just absurd, in my opinion. You're faulting Bad Boy Halo for associating with Technoblade, who said a joke 4 years ago, and this got 40,000 likes? This logic got 40,000 likes? And the thing is, it got 40,000 likes, but millions of people saw it. Because your tweets get, like, I don't know, 100x to 1,000x the impressions that they get likes. Especially something like this. So millions of people saw this, and 40,000 people decided that the correct strain of logic was, you know, Bad Boy Halo is problematic because he associates with Technoblade, who said a joke that wasn't even that problematic 4 years ago. I'm honestly lost for words. I'm trying to give some insightful commentary here, but I'm just at a loss for words because this is what 40,000 people left a like on. With my other videos, it was really easy just to goof because it was like 3 people left a like on it and everyone else said it was stupid. But 40,000 people said that this strain of logic made absolute sense, and it's just wild. It's just wild to me. So there were other aspects of the thread where they linked other threads on Schlatt and Dream. You know, those I don't personally agree with. I don't really find the stuff that bad. I can see where more people would be upset with those things, but it's just the fact that this entire thread got 40,000 likes, and there's just, you know, there's some, sure, like I can understand where some people would be upset with some of the jokes or statements that Dream or Schlatt have made in the past. Personally, I think it's like you got to look at this big picture. You got to look at this holistically. You can't hone in on one thing and then ignore literally everything else about these creators. So I personally don't agree with these threads, but at least I can see a little bit of where people would be upset. But it's just the fact that these other elements of the thread are present and people glossed over them. First of all, the whole Technoblade being called out for a joke he made 4 years ago, I'm beating a dead horse at this point, but it's just absurd. Because first of all, Technoblade has been supportive, insanely supportive, when he's not been joking, and then he said this joke. Are you really going to tell me that you're going to look at the joke and ignore every other statement and action he's made? And then, on top of that, you're going to go on to call out Rambo, who's been nothing but good and unproblematic, Bad Boy Halo, which is Bad Boy Halo. If you watch him, you know he's not problematic. You call out Tom, you call out everyone because they quote-unquote associated with techno. My mic didn't just die. I just stopped speaking because my brain needed to take I needed to take a breath mentally because I just can't even begin. And this is different from my normal video on this topic. I've made a lot of videos on just when people call people out, just defending them casually and sometimes joking around a lot more than I am now. Just because, you know, most people agreed on Twitter that these callouts were dumb. Most people were like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. But the thing is, this got 40,000 likes. If you don't know, that is an absurd amount of likes on Twitter. You don't get that number of likes. That never happens unless it goes mega viral. And it wasn't like there was 10,000 quote retweets or 20,000 replies. Well, I'm going to be honest, like there was some, you know, there were some people pushing back. There wasn't a ton. There was more support on this by far than backlash. And this thread is promoting ideas like Bad Boy Halo. I mean, they didn't say specifically Bad Boy Halo is, you know, canceled for supporting Technoblade, but they alluded to that. It logically, if you follow their logic, and logic is a bit of a stretch, that's what they came to. So that's basically it for the thread. I guess I'm just kind of disappointed that 41,000 people thought that this all made a lot of sense. It's just kind of, I thought Twitter was getting better because more people were calling this stuff out, but it turns out that it hasn't gotten better. If anything, it's gotten worse, and that's a little disappointing. Anyways, if you made it this far into the video, I want you to comment, Dream SMP did nothing wrong. I want you to comment that. Dream SMP did nothing wrong. I want you to comment techno support. I want you to comment something positive for those creators. If they happen to see this video, I want them to see the comment section absolutely flooded with positive stuff for them, just because this is absurd, and I can only imagine having a thread with 40,000 likes on it, just absolutely just coming for you, basically on no merit at all. Honestly, that's all I have to say. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Leave a like in the video. Hopefully tomorrow's video will be a bit more upbeat than this one. This one's kind of just painful to get through, but it had to be done. Anyways, peace. Also, by the way, thanks Cheetah for the gameplay. Link to his cape will be down below. It looks pretty nice. You should go buy it.
The lunar cape if you want.